Hi, my name is Allie, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make a chicken hat, or like a duck hat. So it looks like this. This is a super easy and fun craft to make, like with kids, or to have a fun costume piece for dress up, or as a gift for kids. They're really easy if you have all the materials and fast to make, so kids can make them easily, except there is hot glue involved, so if you're making it with kids, you have to be careful with that. When I was in preschool, we did the chicken dance and we wore hats like these, and then I just had mine until I still have it, and a few years ago I was like, hey, this could be a fun craft to make. So I started making them, and they're really fun. I've probably made like 10. So what you'll need is a baseball cap. You can get these from like Michael's for $5. You can do a yellow one or a white one, or if you want to do a different animal, you can basically do anything. I made a unicorn hat for one of my friends with a pink baseball cap and a horn. So yeah, there are a lot of different variations of this craft. So you'll need a baseball cap, some orange foam, googly eyes. These are about 1 inch in diameter. This thin red craft boa. This is from Touch of Nature. A hot glue gun, or if you want, you can do it with tacky glue or craft glue, but it'll take a long time to dry, so I just prefer using hot glue. A marker to make the nostrils of the chicken hat, and then a pair of scissors. And I like to also have a pencil with me. The first thing you're gonna do is cut your foam for the beak. So I take this piece of foam and I put it over the visor of the cap, and I mark it on top where it meets the edge of the visor. So right here on this side, right here on this side. And then I will cut it, and you can always cut it down more. So I just make it really wide, and I cut both sides to make a beak. I go all the way down the piece of foam. So now you have it like this, so you'll want to adjust this. So I just go in like 1/2 inch to start, because I'd rather not cut enough than cut too much. And I start making it like a U shape to go around where the visor meets the cap. And I just keep cutting it until it fits. Once you've made it so this part fits, then you can glue it down, and then you can start to adjust the shape of the rest of the beak. Remember to be careful with hot glue. You start with a dot at one end, and then I just do a line all the way across. Now mine actually goes a little bit over, so I can trim those first. I still want to keep it a little bit outside so you don't see the yellow. Alright, now I have my beak the shape I want it, so I'm going to glue it down a line around the edge of the visor. Alright, now my beak is all ready to go. So the next step is to add the comb, which is the red feathers on top. This boa stuff makes a mess when you cut it, so make sure you cut it over a trash can. So you'll want 6 to 7 inches, which is about the length of my hand, maybe a little longer. Then you cut it and the little feathers will get everywhere. So then what you do is you take the part of the rest of the bow that you haven't cut and you just pull down on it to get all the loose feathers off, and then you take the one you cut and do the same thing. Then you have your little boa. There's this little button on top. I just put it about an inch in front of that. Again, just started with a drop of glue. Be very careful when you're pressing it down because there's a very small core for the feathers and the glue could go around that and burn you. I actually want it a little further up, so maybe 1.5 inches or 2 inches. You can just place it before and see where you like it. And then you can continue to glue, and if you have too much, you can always cut some off. If you don't have enough, you can always add some more. I'm going to cut this piece at the end off because I've got a little extra. And then it's time to add the googly eyes. So I just put them like 3/4 of an inch maybe above the beak, like about there. Then you glue them. So then you have your eyes, your comb, and your beak. And then the last finishing touch for this will be the nostrils on the beak. So I just kind of do parentheses, pretty much right under the eyes, maybe 1 inch long. I'm just using a thick black marker, permanent marker. And then you have your nostrils. And then that is the end of the chicken hat. You can give it as a gift, you can play, dress up with it. It's just fun to have. So I hope you enjoyed learning this craft. Thank you.